You've only heard amazing things about Outer Wilds. Every time you looked at it on Steam, it doesn't look interesting to you, but then you hear more amazing things and you have it recommended to you, and you resolve to play it eventually. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I don't know what your like style of gaming is. My wife, I don't think she would like it. But for me, it was like one of the top 5 games I've played in the last, one of the top 5 new games I've played in the last like 5 years. But it's just, it is going to appeal to a certain type of person more than others. So like, I can definitely agree that like most people might not like it. But for me personally, the way that I like games, it was like the perfect game for me. And like, I just really, really, really enjoyed it. The DLC was also good. It didn't hit quite as high as the original game, but it was also still good. But that's mostly just because I put the original game like really, really high. But yeah, I mean, like I always get cagey about like recommending things to people because I'm always worried that like people aren't going to agree with my opinions on things. And also like I generally have, this is going to sound silly or maybe bad, but like I kind of have bad taste. Not so much in games, but in like movies, TV shows, and food. I like enjoy things that are objectively bad a lot of times. Like sometimes I can tell like this is objectively bad. I enjoyed it, but it was still bad. So I have a really hard time recommending things to people because I'm always like worried, like, is this actually good or am I just like imagining it? Do I just think it's good because I have really low standards? But yeah, I liked Outer Wilds. I can definitely see how it wouldn't be a game that would appeal to everyone, but I really enjoyed it personally. The other top games I would say that came out, like if I were to try to build that top 5 list, the hypothetical top 5 list of games that came out recently, because like my top 5 games of all time list is like, I think the only game on it, like the newest game on it came out in like 2006 or something like that. Like it's definitely skews old. But if I was to come up with like new games that I really, really enjoyed, I would put Outer Wilds. Let me think. Let me look at my Steam library for a second. This is just like completely getting sidetracked off of things. Outer Wilds was really good. Where is my list of games that I've finished? I also liked Outer Worlds. It was, very different, not as good. 2006 Oblivion. I just picked a year. I don't actually know what came out in 2006. Oh yeah, completed one-player games. This is the category I'm looking for. Not Outer Worlds, not at all like Outer Wild. The Outer Worlds, not at all like Outer Wilds. Very different. But I did like both of them. I played both of them around the same time. Lower budget space Fallout. Yeah, it really made me think. I think it reminded me most of like the like early. Honestly, it reminded me a lot of like the early BioWare games, like KOTOR. I'm trying to think of what the other ones were. I mean, I guess like Dragon Age, but like that one was very different battle style, and so was Mass Effect. But like to a certain extent, like the early ones, like KOTOR 2, not even as much. Like Dragon Age and Mass Effect were already when they were starting to like shift a little bit. The dialogue, the writing was great in that game. What else have I played recently? Disco Elysium was good. It was. I mean, I wouldn't call it like amazing, but I liked it. I had fun with Deathloop. Again, it was okay. It wasn't like amazing. It was fun. Death Stranding was a trip. It was It was bizarre. I don't think I would ever play it again, but it was an experience worth doing. Inscription was really good. I like Daniel Mullen's games. They're very quirky. Did I like the Mass Effect series? I did really like the Mass Effect series. I haven't played it. I've played it once because I had it. I borrowed a friend's copy for on the Xbox and played through it that way. And I didn't own it. I think I own it now. I think I might have bought the remaster, or maybe I just thought about buying the remaster. I don't know. I liked Mass Effect. I thought it was fine. Mass Effect 2 honestly is underrated, I think. I think Mass Effect 2 may be the best of the three. I think a lot of people don't necessarily agree with that. But I agree. Mass Effect 2 is probably the best of the three games. Mass Effect 1 had a lot of like rough edges around it, like control wise and like just like, how it was built. And Mass Effect 3 had this is the third game of a giant series where you were allowed to pick any, like, we had to make content for like 17 different options coming into this, so we can't actually make a satisfying ending for any of this stuff. It was just kind of like, Mass Effect 3 was an overly ambitious project. I think that they ran out of the ability to finish that, and I don't think it would have ever been possible to wrap it up properly. 3 only counts into the last 4 hours. I mean, 3 has some really high notes, like the pick your color. Oh yeah, one of my favorite jokes from that game was when it came out was somebody like tweeting at Mass Effect saying like, "Hey, I think there was a bug in my game. I was playing through the end of the game and I played all 3 different endings, but they all just ended the same. I'm not really sure. I don't know if it was a bug. It just kept giving me the same ending every time. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm colorblind." It's such a dumb joke, but I really thought it was funny. Yeah. Anyway, but I think Mass Effect 3 had some really high points, like the stuff on. I'm not gonna remember the names of things. The Krogan planet with Mordin was like really well done. I really enjoyed like the ending of his arc in Mass Effect 3. Like, I mean, I don't think I'm the only person that thinks this. I think that it was really well done. It could have probably been done better, but I still really thought that they did a good job with it. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian that's something, whatever, etc. Anyway, let me finish going through my list of games that I've played recently. If you liked Myst, like Myst, Riven, Exile, the old style, those games, Abduction is very good. It's built in the style of those old games, but it also supports the like walking around, like not point and click. Like you can choose to point and click, or you can like move around in 3D space, but the puzzles are all the same. I really enjoyed Abduction. It was fun. Outer Wilds, I already mentioned, is definitely in my top. Nier Automata, I think some of the people here in the channel, if they're here right now, may think this is blasphemous, but I liked Nier. I think Nier is overrated. I think that some people have said that Nier is like the most amazing game in existence, and it was good. I enjoyed it, but I don't think it was quite as... I think I probably went into it with too high expectations. I think that probably like... But it was fun. It was good. It was not a bad game by any means, and the music is amazing in that game. But I think that I went in with too high expectations. Ooh, Subnautica. That's another one that's on my list of like top 5 new games. Yeah, honestly, looking through this, I think that if I had to pick my like top 5 new games, and new being like within like the last 5 to 10 years, because I have no concept of when these games actually came out. A lot of them I played after they came out, so I'd put Subnautica in there. I'd put Outer Wilds in there. I would put Final Fantasy VII Remake in there. That's 3. I mean, I really enjoyed Halo Infinite. Is that the one? Is that what it's called? Not Infinite. What's the one that just came out? Was that Infinite? Yeah, Halo Infinite. I liked Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite was very much like, it was very nostalgic to me. Halo Infinity. Well, that's the thing. I was starting to think, like, wasn't Halo Infinity like the name of like the Halo, like, here's your cross game stats thing. 'Cause the Infinity was like the name of one of the ships or something. Anyway, Halo Infinite was very nostalgic for me because like it just felt like Halo 2 in a lot of ways. And I played a ton of Halo 2 when I was in high school. Waypoint, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Okay, so I'm at 4. I guess that's 4. Have I played any other? I'm trying to think of what games I have played not on Steam. What have I played on the Switch? There was a game on the Switch I played a bunch of, right? I mean, Super Mario Odyssey, that was a little bit too long ago. Also, it was fine. Like, it was a very good Mario game, but like, I wouldn't necessarily put it in the same category as a lot of other like best games. Are there any like multiplayer games I could think of? Oh, I don't know. I'm not gonna think too hard about trying to think of what the other. Yeah, 7 Remake. So that was. So I think I'm at 4. 7 Remake. Outer Wilds. What was the other one? It's Subnautica, and I had one more. I don't remember what the other one was. I guess the other one was Halo Infinite. So I'll stick with those 4. Those 4 are my top 5 recent games. All right. What were we doing? Oh, let's go talk to the dudes over here. See if they've got anything new to tell us. There is no 5. Well, thanks for hanging out, Koi, and enjoy your sleeps. Only 4 games were good in the past 5 to 10 years. No, okay. There's a lot of games that I would put as good. Like, if I had to just pick a 5th game, I would just go through, like, those are like my S tier games. Those are the only S tier games that I can think of right now off the top of my head. Games I played with, oh yeah. So we played like a couple Tales games. Those were fine. Like, there's a lot of other games that are good. I mean, I guess if I'm talking like 5 to 10 years, like that includes everything on the Switch. So you could like throw in like Breath of the Wild, Elden Ring. Yeah, I mean, again, Elden Ring, like I liked it. I just don't like Souls games. I've tried a couple different times to play Souls games, and every time I do, I'm just like, I just don't actually like Souls games. The entire Wii U, Xbone, and PS4. You know what? Interesting fact. This is going to change soon because I'm like in the search for a PS5 once they're ever available somewhere. But I actually have not had a PlayStation since the PS2. Okay, is anyone gonna tell me anything new? You only have the Xbox 360. Yeah, so I worked at Microsoft for a little while. So, and I was also like I was very into Halo. So like I, as a kid, had an Xbox and a PS2. And I have every Nintendo console. I have a NES, SNES, N64, GameCube, Wii U, and Switch. And also all of the DSs, Game Boys, etc. I've definitely, if I'm a fanboy of anything, it's probably Nintendo. I have an Xbox that I bought to play Halo. I have a 360 that I bought to play Halo. Do I get my Power Glove? Okay, I don't have a Power Glove. I mean, my NES wasn't originally mine. I inherited it from my grandmother. So, I was too young for the NES. I also only have 2 games for the NES. Super Mario Brothers 3 and Kirby's Adventure. The only 2 games I have for it. I do have the NES Mini though, which has a bunch of other games on it that I've actually never actually played. Xbox Halo Edition's nice. I actually had 2 360s. One that I bought for myself that I used, and then I also had a special edition Xbox 360 that I got when I was an intern at Microsoft. Because I actually worked at Microsoft for a little while. It was my first job out of college. So when I was an intern there, I got a special edition, with a special front plate that said, Microsoft interns 20 whatever year it was, I don't remember. That one broke. and I couldn't get it fixed because if you ship your Xbox into the get it fixed thing, they don't guarantee that they'll send you back the same Xbox. So I would have to remove the front plates and stuff, and then get a different Xbox and put the front plate. Not worth it. I just have it sitting on a shelf. It's fine. I don't need a 360 that works right now. But then when I was working at Microsoft, I bought an Xbox One because it's the company I work for, etc. So there's that. And then I don't have any of the newer. I basically at that point I got my gaming PC and I kind of stopped playing console games altogether. So I haven't actually gotten any new consoles since then. What if you want to play Red Dead Redemption 1 or Fable 2? I've never actually wanted to. Aya wants to play the Fable games. I don't really have any interest in playing Fable. I've never played Fable. I've also never played Red Dead, but I also don't really feel like playing that either. That's CD Projekt Red, right? Or am I getting... No, that they did Witcher 3. That's right. I've also never played Witcher 3. I've started Witcher 3 twice, but never hooked me. Red Dead is Rockstar. Okay. Is Rockstar is who did Fallout New Vegas? Is that right? Or no? No, Rockstar... I'm so bad at game developers. Oh, they did GTA. Okay, that's right. Who did Fallout New Vegas? Obsidian. Okay. Gotcha. Same people that did Outer Worlds. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's go back to our boat. And then let's go see what we can do in this northern area. Or maybe we go back to the king and see if we have another hint about where to go next. Because basically, we need to find a way to get to the northern continent, probably. But presumably, there is one more area that we now have access to that we didn't have access to before, that we got access to because of the canoe. So that's probably where we need to go next. But yeah, I haven't played any console games, really, other than, the Switch, since, I just basically transitioned fully to, PC gaming. Now that I have the means to buy fancy PCs. Because when I was going through college, I had just a laptop. It was an okay laptop. It could run League of Legends, but it was not what I would call powerful in any way. Oh, we should have bought consumables. You're excited for their Elder Scrolls style game Avowed, based on the Pathfinder series, like the tabletop, like D&D style. I mean, I know calling Pathfinder D&D is probably sacrilegious, but that Pathfinder, is that what the Pathfinder is? Dun, 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 dun. CRPG. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. The Nissan Pathfinder. You might be confusing two series. The Pathfinder that I am aware of, which there may be more than one Pathfinder out there. It's a pretty generic term, to be honest. The Pathfinder that I'm familiar with is the tabletop RPG that was basically more or less a response to it was basically sort of a response to the fact that D&D 4th edition wasn't very popular, and Pathfinder was like a new system that was less restrictive because it wasn't owned by Wizards of the Coast, and it was more like D&D 3.5. So it's sort of like sometimes people call it like D&D 3.6, which I'm sure the people that make Pathfinder get very upset about because you know, that would make sense to be upset about that. Owlcat is both. Pillars of Eternity. Okay. So this does look like it takes us somewhere. I just don't know if it's going to be anywhere useful. The Elder Scrolls Sport Utility Adventure. But Pathfinder, at least in the circles of people that I like interact with, kind of fell off the radar when D&D 5th edition came out, because D&D 5th edition was good again, and then people were no longer in the sense of like, well, I want to play D&D, but D&D 4th edition sucks. So what do I do? Oh, we can play Pathfinder. And then people were just like, oh, well, we could just play D&D. We don't need to play Pathfinder. Skyrim ported to the Nissan Path. Yep, that makes sense. It is already on Alexa. Like, that was a joke. Like, the Alexa version of Skyrim was very clearly a joke, but they did also technically make it. Like, it's not the whole game, obviously, but it does exist. But yeah, I know actually one of my coworkers runs a Pathfinder game that he actually streams on his Twitch channel. But I've never actually watched it because I have never really been able to get into like long form, like watching D&D. Now that it's on Game Pass, you can buy Skyrim every month forever. Like I really enjoy going to the Acquisitions Incorporated panels at PAX, where they do like 1 3-hour session, but that 1 3-hour session is done like 2 times a year. I can't get into we do a 3-hour session every week for, 5 years of history. I don't know. I feel like I don't have time to watch or listen to an entire like campaign like that. Yeah. The thing is, it's not that I couldn't, because like I watched the first episode of the second campaign of Critical Role, to like see if I wanted to get into it, and like I enjoyed it. It was fine, but I just can't. I didn't enjoy it enough to commit that much time to it. It's too much content. If I'm gonna spend that much time watching something, I'll watch something different with that time, I guess, is kind of the way that I think about it. Oh, there is something here. There's a little cave. I mean, there had to be, right? Like, they wouldn't make this giant maze that went nowhere. I mean, maybe they would. Let's do a Hilara. Let's do I got Thundaga, right? Yeah, let's do that. Let's blast these guys. I got really confused at the airport one time because I was wearing a Dungeons and Dragons t-shirt and a Twitch hoodie, and a TSA agent was trying to start conversation with me, like idle chit chat conversation, and asked me if I watched Critical Role, and I was like, that is a really random question to ask someone. Like, I didn't say that, but I was like probably visibly confused as to why he would suddenly choose that, not realizing that, the specific 2 things I was wearing combined to be like the perfect person to ask that to. But I was just like, what? No, I don't. I've seen it. I'm aware of it, but no, I don't watch it. I don't know. I'm going through the TSA checkpoint. I'm stressed right now. I don't want to, I don't have shoes on. I don't want to just talk about Critical Role. What are you doing? Cavern of Ice. Is this gonna be a whole done? Oh my god, I don't have consumables. We should have bought consumables. We're doomed. The thing is, though, we're committed to this, because if I wanted to leave, we have to sail our boat back through that whole canal again and fight 17,000 enemies. Also, these things are really weak, so maybe I'm not worried about this. These cockatrices will be like 1-hits from anybody in my party. It's a cashier at your nearby grocery store that talks to you about video games. You just looked enough like a nerd. It's like, how did they know? Okay. Uh-oh. These are new enemies. New enemies mean they might be strong. Let's put everyone on the Winter Wolf and see how many hits it takes to kill them. Oh gosh. Block, don't die. Alright, so he's not too bad. Oh, that's not going to tell us anything. More than 200. More than 250. So between 250 and 450. Oh my god, so many things. Let's Dia these. Do I have a stronger Dia? I think I do, right? No, I do not. Well, I mean, let's just see what it does. It can't do less. It can't do, like, less than his normal attack, especially since it hits all 9 of them. There you go. Sometimes you choose not to wear your company uniforms or swag just to avoid those sorts of conversations. Yeah. There's definitely been times. The thing about, like, the Twitch hoodie, right? Like, there's people that have Twitch. Like, the question that I usually get is not like, oh, so you like Twitch, right? It's usually, oh, so what do you stream? And now this may sound silly to say since I am in fact streaming right now, but I usually do not have an answer to that question because for the majority of the time that I have owned a Twitch hoodie, I have not been actively streaming. So, then it always gets that awkward question where I'm like, well, you know, I don't really stream anything anymore. Or like, well, actually, I work there, and it's like, you know, it's just like, this conversation is now more complicated than we could have just stuck. I could have just lied or something. And then like, well, the thing that always happens, like, if I actually answer accurately, what I'll say is like, oh, you know, I don't really stream that much anymore. I used to stream Super Mario speedruns. And then they just get kind of the blank look on their face. And it's like, oh, like, uh-oh, we fell in a hole. Oh, and there's a bad guy. And then they're like, I don't know how to react to that because the only thing that I watch on Twitch is, I'm trying to think of it. I watch Ninja, right? Like, it's like, I don't. People who stream for a living are in this weird place where they're some mix of an employee and a customer. Yeah. It's a Twitch outfit could make things easier at the reserved Amazon check-in line at the airport. Is there a reserved Amazon check-in line at the airport? I feel like these icy spikes are gonna hurt us like the lava did. Yep. Monsters. We're gonna die. Like, actually we might right here. Like, that attack might kill us. No, okay. No, but this one might. It'll kill 2 of us. There's a Microsoft line at SeaTac. I'm pretty sure there's an Amazon line too. Oh, interesting. That's fancy. I need to figure out where that is. I want to go in the fast line. Life. It's like, I was looking for raise and I couldn't find it. It's like, oh, it's not called that. Ice armor. Is that better than flame mail? No. Well, it's the same as flame mail, actually. Okay. Can he wear it? No. For Alaska specifically. Okay. That makes sense. I'm gonna be flying on Alaska next month. Maybe I should go grab my old Microsoft badge. I still have one. They'll be like, sir, this design of a badge hasn't been used in 6 years. It's like, I just haven't gotten mine replaced yet. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You're supposed to turn in your badge. Well, see, I had one. I had two, I think. Because they had just changed the designs. Put some of the stickers on the back. Ah, see, yeah. Just grab it off my license plate. I had two because they had just changed the design. I think they got rid of... I think they took my new style one, but I still had the old style one. I don't remember. I mean, it certainly doesn't work anymore. Like, it's not active. I mean, I've never actually tried it. Maybe it is. Maybe I could just go to some random Microsoft building, just walk in the front door. Like, hi guys, I'm back. Oof, that is a dramatic effect right there. Remoraz. Ooh, all the gill monsters. Ha! Look at that. I called it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew they weren't just gonna throw 6 chests of gill at us. How did he know? More monsters. I wasn't sure about that one. I knew the top right one was going to be. I wasn't sure about the 6th one. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, T-dubs need to get some heals out here. Get us a heal aura. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe Microsoft's not so strict about security as you would have thought. There's a, this is like, there's a great article online about, a guy who made some, like, I forget exactly what it was, but it was some, like, really popular utility on Mac. And he was an Apple employee, and then his team got like shut down, but he was still working on the thing. And then like other Apple employees were like still just like I think he was a contractor. I don't think he actually worked for Apple. But like, he was working with some teams and his project got canceled. He's like, but I still want to make this. And then he just like kind of kept working on it until eventually someone realized like, wait a minute, don't you not work here anymore? He was like working on it in the Apple offices for like months, like working with Apple developers and stuff. And then eventually like they convinced, they had like a finished enough product that they eventually convinced them to ship it and said like, hey, this is great. And then everyone's like, as a like a joke line at the very end of the whole blog post. The whole blog post is interesting. It's like very techy. It's very like specific to like engineering. So it's like not like, it's not about, oh, how I snuck into Apple. It's like, oh, how I built this particular program. By the way, I also did it while sneaking into Apple, sort of. But at the end, he's basically says like, you know, a lot of people have always asked for a Windows port, but unfortunately, Microsoft actually has good building security. It's obviously a very tongue-in-cheek joke, but I just made me think of that. Ether. But yeah, no, like I think I was supposed to hand in my badge, and either my boss didn't care, or my boss like wasn't around, or like something happened, or the one that I have is the older one, which might be the case, which I think is actually the case. I think I did hand in my active badge when I left, and then the one that I still have is the one where they basically phased out, like for everybody at the company, like they were changing the design, they were updating it to the new logo, and they basically everybody had to go, like you scheduled a time, and they did it over like a period of like 2 weeks. You had to basically like go to a particular spot, and you would like, I feel like they probably would have asked me to hand in the old one when I did this, but I guess they didn't. But you know, like you went and you'd like show your badge, show your ID, and then they'd give you the new style, and they like just completely phased out everyone's version of the old style at the same time, which is not at all how Amazon does badge redesigns. Amazon released a new style of badge like, gosh, it was when I started like 5.5 years, like 6 years ago. And there's like, I still have the old style because they just didn't care about, I think they ended up canceling the new style because there was like issues where they like looked too much like what's it? I can't think of the word. Funeral portraits. Like there's like in some other country, I don't remember exactly the details of this, but in some other culture, there's like a really standard like style of portrait that is used at funerals. And it basically looks exactly like the new Amazon badges. So a bunch of people opened like a TT. This isn't going to mean anything to most of you here, but they opened like a request to Amazon saying like, could we not have our badges have funeral pictures, please? And they eventually I think they eventually stopped rolling out that style of badge because of that. So now everyone, like a bunch of people have the new ones, a bunch of people have the old ones, and it's just all a whole mess. It's fun. Not that it matters. They just, like, the people in security just have to recognize 2 different types of badges. It's not that it really changes anything. right, let's see if we can actually get to that thing this time and not fall down a hole. There's so many random encounters in this game. It's so intense. Dun, 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 dun. Dark Wizard. I should heal lock. I keep forgetting to do that. I mean, I still don't even know if there's anything important in this game. If we don't find anything in here, we're probably going to go back to the castle, like from the beginning of the game, just to see if there's a new, like, hey, remember when I told you about that thing? Now you can go over here and do it. I will say, I am enjoying playing this game. Like it's fun to see the old style of Final Fantasy and like where Final Fantasy started and all that kind of stuff. They've improved a lot over time. This is it's quite a slog. I'm still thinking that I do actually want to play all of 1 through 5. And 6 once Aya and I finish it. But I mean it is a game. It is a game. JRPG grind? Never. Okay. So how do we get to the chest? It looks like we can't actually get to the crystal-y thing. Unless the chests go away. Flame sword. Yeah, let's put that on Orin because... Oh wait, no, that's worse. Can he use it? Nope. Why can't he use any of the new good swords? Is it because of his strength? Is it because of his strength skill or something? Or like his... I don't know. Alright, we'll come back. We'll worry about that in a second. At least in most modern RPGs, you know, you do still have the grind, but you also have the story that kind of breaks it up. Turns out that part's a little important. It's good to have. It's a useful part. Wow, that is an impressive effect. That probably did not look that good on the NES. The chest contained clothes. Okay, so here's the thing. We walked across that bottom one, and it broke. I mean, Maybe we need to cast Float on ourselves. That's not a spell in this game that we have. At least I don't think it is. You would definitely not accept this many random encounters in a modern game. Yeah, it is a lot. I had a chance. For a second. I was able to. All right, but I did this on purpose. Share the title screen. I quick saved on purpose because I don't want to go all the way around that whole thing again. Quick save. Okay, so no, that still does it too. Okay, that one just looked a little different. It looked a little different. Okay, so I'm just gonna look around this room up here one more time, just see if anything immediately stands out. We may need to like get something else before we come back here. No, okay. Well, did we ever get that spell for VV that lets us just leave? No. Well, okay, let's just leave. I don't know which way of leaving will be faster, so I'm just gonna go this way. No, actually, these guys should attack the back line because... Oh, he's out of magic. Oh, gross. Well, let's just have him attack the back line. VV will use an ether on T-dubs. So based on previous times we fought this group, we should kill everything but the backline guys with the Dia attack. But since we used our hard hitters to actually kill the backline, they should just kill everything. I mean, there's a decent chance that this is where we're supposed to go, and I just, like, don't know where we're supposed to go. But maybe we just end up coming right back here, and we'll just be still over-leveled for the next area as well. This game does give you a lot of direction. Direction cost megabytes. We don't have the megabytes to spare. The cartridge is full. Well, one thing you definitely cannot say about this game, it is not a hallway simulator. No Final Fantasy 13s here. Which way is out? We made it. Alright, tents. Then we get to ride through this whole river again on the canoe. Oh boy. So how's everybody's night going? I think Final Fantasy was developed in a hurry. I've always heard, like, you know, I've always heard the story that, like, Final Fantasy was named Final Fantasy because the studio was going out of business and they thought it was going to be their last game. I've always heard, I'm pretty sure that story is not true, but I've always heard that. It certainly sounds like a great story, right? Like, that is the sort of story that's, like, worth retelling, because it's, like, seems like it likely, like, it was true. Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. It's one of those stories that almost sounds, like, too good to be true, right? Like, not, it's, like, too perfect. It's the sort of story that you make up after the fact because it sounds good. According to a producer. It's probably, like, it's probably not, like, the whole, like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe Square was just, like, completely going under. Wanted a name that abbreviated to FF in English. Well, that's my stream title. How convenient. All right, we're just putting this on auto because we're back to enemies that we should be able to one-shot everything. So, although right as I said that, T-Dubs didn't one-shot a wolf. They tried other Fs for the first word, they didn't work. First fantasy. Well, I stand corrected. Turns out it actually is a thing. It was final. It was chosen as an in-joke because if the game failed, Square would have closed and the producer would have quit the game industry. Okay. So, like, it wasn't like, so it was like, it was a joke, but it did mean that. That makes sense. What's it called in Japanese? I guess that doesn't mean anything because... Like, is it called... Oh, okay, so it's still, like... It's basically just... Even in Japanese, it's just... what's it? It's alliterated English. Yeah. Or transliterated English. Was Final Fantasy one of the first games that had the memory, not memory card, but like a ROM chip on the, so basically the ability for the cartridge to save games? I know a lot of NES games didn't. Oh no, Zelda was. Interesting. Huh. Legend of Zelda was the first game to have a save file system. There you go. Fun history fact for you. All right. Which one of you is going to give us our hint that tells us where to go next? It's interesting that typically English movie game names are phoneticized in Japanese. How about we have that dance? Yeah, let's do it. Okay. What do you got to say? Restore the crystals to grace. A witch named Matoya lives to the north of Cornelia. Sage Lucan. The Levistone, spoken of by the Elven sages, has something to do with that. Elves, you say? We already did that. Did that. All right, I'm going to the elves. Let's go to the elves. Chinese movie and game names. Chinese usually translates the name instead. Japanese. So in Japanese, I took like a very little amount of Japanese when I was in college. Like, my understanding is that English is trendy in Japanese. Like, people like to use English words for things in Japan because they think it sounds cool. Is kind of my understanding. Like, there's words that they have, like, a actual Japanese word for. Like, milk. Like, there's a, I think this is, I just Googled it, so I don't know for sure if this is correct. But there's a original Japanese word for milk, which it looks like is gyunyu. I'm pronouncing that wrong. I actually pronounced that almost like Chinese. That's wrong. Like gyunyu. But there's also another word that is becoming more popular in modern day, which is miroku, which is literally just the English word for milk, but transliterated into Japanese syllables. And sometimes nonsense English appears just look. I mean, we let's be honest, American people do that with Chinese characters. Tattoos and t-shirts and all that stuff, right? Super dry or super dry. Defeated Astos and brought peace to Alheim. Ooh, legend has it that an airship, a vessel that can sail the skies, is buried somewhere. Buried. Weapons and armor made of mithril are sturdy and powerful. Yeah, okay. Yeah, thanks. In the dark... Ooh, okay. This looks... In the dark abyss above the crescent, to the north, beyond the smoldering mountain, the Levistone sleeps. Something awaits you there. Wait, is that where we were? Was that diamond thing the Levistone? Do we really just need to find the spell float? Is that what this is all about? Like, is that actually the answer? Let's go into the castle. Let's see if the king has anything to say about it. A foul creature lives in the cave to the west. The rotting of the earth is its doing. I just know it. I already did that. Awake and strong again. All things to you, warriors of light. You brought peace back to Elfheim. A witch who can brew any potion. Yep, we did that already. Literally, like, we're looking for, like, the one NPC with the one line of dialogue that's going to tell us where to go. We already did the dwarves. I mean, not we didn't do the, you know what I mean. We talked to them already. Oh, we need to go. I want to go around into the outside. Talk to this guy over here. See if he's got anything else to say. Superdry is a fake Japanese brand invented by a couple of Englishmen. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So, well then, I can go to Provoca. I mean, it's gotta be there, right? Like this is exactly the spot that he was describing. I don't want to look it up, but also I don't want to just run around and deal with 17,000 freaking random encounters. I do... Let's see. When we went to the Crescent Town, there was nothing new to talk to anyone about there. I want to go talk to that guy again, see exactly how exactly he worded this thing. That's the guy over here, I think. No, it wasn't you. Was it this guy? No. Was it this guy up here? I didn't think it was. In the dark abyss above the crescent, to the north, beyond the smoldering mountain, the Levistone sleeps. Alright. The dark abyss, north of the crescent. This is the crescent. North of the crescent, past the smoldering mountain. So this, I mean, this is the smoldering mountain. I'm just gonna look up. Float spell FF1 just to see if that's a thing in Final Fantasy 1 at all. Okay, so Final Fantasy 1 does not have a spell called Float. Okay, so I'm not going to go around and look at all the white mage things to see if we can find a spell or something. I don't wanna just... How do we turn off random encounters? Oh, you can get off... Oh, okay. Okay, that's huge. We didn't know this before. You can get off the boat into a river. This was not something we could do before, so now we might be able to get... We might be able to get to the northern continent now. If we find like a river area. That is something I didn't know that the canoe could do. Time to go look around the northern continent and see if there's any rivers that we can land at. See, we didn't need to look anything up. All we did to look up was something that wasn't correct. And then just try things. Oh boy. After this battle, I'm going to take a quick break and just step away for a second. I need to go to the bathroom, stretch my legs and stuff like that. Been going for like 2 hours straight. Normally when I do randos, I have the rando as like a good delineator to like tell me when to switch to something else, or like when to like get up and stretch and take a break real quick. But with this game playing straight through like this, I don't have that, so I'll be right back. Hello. Where are we? So where does it look like there's a river on the northern continent? Now that I'm actually looking at it, I think we might be able to get up there. I think there's like one spot I see where it looks like there's probably a river. Right in the very center. I think that'll work. Yeah. Or maybe there, actually. I see 2 different places that I think look promising. Both of them kind of suck to get to, though. Especially since we have to fight 1,700 little green Sahagins on the way. So this one that we're going to pass first is the one that I think that is less likely to be correct. But I just want to take a peek at it and see if it's a river before we go over to the one that I think is actually correct, because this one's on the way. So like it looks like in this little inlet here, there's a spot we can get off our boat. Yep, okay. Okay, so that's one spot. But I don't think that's where we need to go. I think we need to go to the one on the other side. But now we know that we can come back here if that other one doesn't work out. Because it looks like this is blocked off. I don't think we can actually get around. Oh no, we totally can get to that. If we go left. So let's actually take a peek at this. Just in case this is correct. Because we are right here. I don't think this is correct, but yeah, you can definitely, yeah, that definitely connects right there. We can get to that thing. From the big map, it didn't look like you could. Now, I still don't necessarily think that this is where we're supposed to go right now, but it's a building I can get to, and that's like pretty, this is pretty big. Oh, I should probably not have this on auto, because these are like real enemies now. I guess we're fine. Oh, one of them ran away. Oh gosh. Like one-shot Vivi here. Citadel of Trials. Yeah, this definitely does not sound correct. But I mean, let's go see what's in here. Oh, there's a dude. Only those who have been granted permission may undergo the trials. Okay. You come bearing the crown, I see. Your fortitude cannot be questioned, indeed not. Very well, I shall grant you the right to undergo the trials. Go now, sit upon the throne. Your courage will be put to the test. If true courage dwells within you, you will find proof of it here. Okay, this doesn't seem like what we want. But hey, I mean, let's try it. Let's see what's up. Oh, let's look at the map. Let's look at our cheaty map. There's a chest up there in the top right corner. That looks like where we probably want to go. So these are the same enemies that were in that ice place. So they're probably around the same, like, difficulty. Oh god, he killed Orin. What happened? I looked away. Orin's not supposed to die. Let's get a Kiraga on the old Orin here. Yeah, go ahead and throw 2 at him. Alright. Left hand roll. Left hand roll. That's the same room we were just in, I think. The trial is the trial of or the what's it called? Where are we? The Citadel of Trials is just Sabrina's gym. Okay. So left hand roll failed us, so let me go to the next one. Left hand roll. I'm using the left hand roll to remember which one I went through the first time. If we end up back in the same room again. Okay. So we've definitely been in this room before. I'm going to see what happens if we go through the other one. Okay, cool. Okay. So left, right, right. We need to heal Locke and Vivi. He needs a Cura, and Vivi needs a cure. Maybe 2. Okay, left. Right. I probably should have done that differently. That's okay. And it did not end up mattering. Okay. And then right in this next room. Okay, so this room takes us to a chest. And there's 3 exits. They're zombies, so Dia should hit them, right? It doesn't do a lot, but does do some. It does about the same amount as those guys' attack does. Or, I guess, Locke's attack. Potion. Alright, left-hand rule says this one's next. Okay, so we're in this room. So this is right, down, and then right. Using these like lower level spells are, I think, fine. Alright, so I'm gonna try something a little different. I'm gonna go, no, I think I'm gonna go for this one over here. I'm gonna follow left hand rule still. I'm gonna go for the middle one next. I was gonna like go for the one that was like the closest to the direction we wanted to go, but they're kind of the same-ish. And this one is furthest from any of the other rooms we wouldn't want to go to, so dang it. Okay. We're like way back to the beginning. I am glad that I have a decent sense of direction when it comes to puzzles like this. This would be really annoying if you like weren't good at remembering things like that. I mean, I would just write it down if I was having those issues. Having to draw a map yourself on a notepad? Oh man. I don't remember what game this was from. It's gonna be... No, the autofocus will not allow that to happen. Actually, if I like shade it from the thing, will that work? No. Okay, never mind. I definitely have paper notes that I've taken for games before. Oh, there's one all the way over there. Nope, I'm doing this one. I knew it. I knew the other one was a trap. I was supposed to think, oh, it must be the one that's farthest away, right? Nope. Squeenix making people do that again is a cruel and unusual kind of punishment. Everyone else would just Google game facts. Hey. Everybody remembers when the internet was new and you had to dial in and you would download and print out an entire 80-page walkthrough of Final Fantasy X, right? That's the thing everybody else did too, right? From GameFAQs. Well, not the whole guide. Not the entire guide. Just the specific pages that were important for, like, you know, specific side quests or something. Actually, I think what it was I think the thing that I did end up printing out at one point was a like 100% walkthrough for 10-2 probably. Like just a list of here's the specific things you need to do. Because if you don't do these things, you don't get 100%. This is rough. Just give us every single status effect, why don't you? Oh, I still have 2 of those too. I mean, I'm more than 2. I have a bunch of strategy guides. I did have the strategy guide for both Final Fantasy X and 10-2, as well as much sillier ones. Like, I want to say I had a strategy guide for like, Star Fox 64. Like, the strategy is shoot things. Sims? That's a good one. Oh, for GameFAQs, printing out GameFAQs stuff? Is that what you mean? Alright, my dudes. We're having some issues here. We're very slow. Oh, you had the official strategy guide. Okay, for The Sims. Nice. I didn't realize. I mean, they made one for like every game, but I'm kind of surprised that existed, I guess. Alright, are any of those permanent effects? No. Okay, good. Ice Brand. Ruby Armlet. Steel Gloves. I think all of those suck. Oh no, Ruby Armlet apparently was good. Cool. On one page, a quality control tester said that to kill your Sims, you could tell them to go for a swim. Then go into build mode and remove the pool ladder. That's an important thing to include in the strategy guide. Cottage. Monsters. Uh-oh. These things look scary. Which of course means they probably won't be, but They definitely do look scary. Let's shoot them with a Blizzara. It seems like something that they wouldn't like. Okay, they're not scary. You read it in the book too. The book, the holy book of Simdom. It will tell you how to brutally murder your Sims. Gauntlets. Is that a good thing? What are gauntlets? Gauntlets. What are gauntlets? Gloves that cast Thundara when... What? I guess that makes sense. That you can, like... So if I do this, and I equip this... You obtained a rat's tail. Okay. What an important and very critical thing that we have found here. We definitely needed a rat's tail. So did they mean like the weird, like really thin ponytail haircut? Or did they mean like... Like, does Aaron just have like really weird haircut now? Oh, I want to see what happens if I use this. I also want to see if it just like destroys the thing, or if it's... Or what's up with that. So it uses the base little level heal. Yeah, but he still has it. So this is just like a... We can just do that every turn now, it seems like. I mean, it might run out at some point, but that's really good. That's like actually really cool. I didn't realize that worked that way. All right, now we have proof of our courage. Apparently, proof of our courage is a rat's tail. Because that makes total sense. This is a new type of enemy. We haven't fought one of these yet. We fought other colors of them, but we haven't fought this kind. So here's my question. Are the gauntlets something that Vivi can equip? No. Not in any of his slots. So it must be for some different class that we didn't pick. Alright, let's go over to the other side, which is I think where we're supposed to actually go. But now we have a rat's tail. So that mission is accomplished. When we walk to the town and they're like, sorry, you're only allowed in if you have a rat's tail. I'd be like, well, actually, here you go. I joke, but that's probably something like that is going to happen at some point. Probably not worded exactly as such, but something like that. Maybe a rat's tail will let us jump over that little gap in order to get out there. Okay, this no longer looks like it's a river. We will examine this entire continent for a river. Because I think that spot, that little town, is where we need to go. This whole thing doesn't connect, right? Like, not all the way across, right? So that was where we could get on. That'll let us get to there, but not really any further than that. Doesn't look like. I'm just trying to move my cursor. Interesting, the Citadel of Trials doesn't get a little yellow dot. Oh boy. Here we go. We're just going to take another look around this area, and then we're going to go back down south. And maybe go to the pirate town, because there might... Since that's like the closest town to that triangle stone thing that we couldn't get to, like maybe that's where we need to look. This doesn't seem promising. You can also buy consumables while we're there. That doesn't actually... There's no break in those mountains. Oh no, there is actually. But not at the top. There might be a path through this. I don't think there is though. Alright. We're gonna go to the pirate town. I think the place that we saw in the Ice Cavern... I think the thing we saw in the Ice Cavern probably was the Levistone. The question is, how do we get across the holes? Like, do we need to drop down from somewhere above it? Like, is there a different part of the dungeon that we haven't been to yet? That could be. Like, maybe there's a different path to take at the beginning before we go up that staircase. I don't remember exactly what the layout of that place was. Where's Mokouk when you need him? I don't know how to say his name. Muko? I think I've heard people say Muko before. But I'm not gonna forget, we're going to the pirate town. Muko. Going to the pirate town. The reason we're going to the pirate town is because the pirate town will let us buy consumables. And we're like basically completely out of high potions and potions right now. And we've got 387,000 kills. Hey, you there. I fled here from Melmond, a town far to the west. It is a truly pitiable sight. The earth rots and monsters attack in the night. Is there nothing you can do to help? Yeah, we helped them already. But yeah, thanks. Because of you, we needn't fear the pirates anymore. You're welcome. I don't think there are any ports to the north. A ship can only dock at a port, you know. Yeah, that's true. I am fully aware of that fact. That is like kind of the whole crux of the story right now is that there's no ports in the north. I've had myself a change of heart. I plan to buckle down and be the hardest worker in town. You believe me, don't ye? Yep. The pirates are good guys now. Elf Prince, yep, we did that. Don't fear the pirates. Don't fear the pirates. Alright, give me like 50 of these. Alright, let's just go to 99 of these because they cost like nothing. Get some of these too. Some of these. We've got so much money. Like literally like so much money. Anything that costs less than like I'm not even gonna think about how many I'm buying anymore. Just buy a bunch. These are a little too expensive. These we can buy a bajillion, although we almost never use them. These we can buy like 12, get up to 30. We can buy a couple cottages too. Let's do it. We got so much money. We got like so much money. Look how much money. Let's go to 99 of these too. Yeah, let's go to 99 of these. Look how much money. That barely dented our money. Let's go to, can we afford this? Can we afford, yeah. Yeah. Let's go 99 of these. Let's go 99 of everything. Let's never buy this stuff again. Let's at least go up to like 19, like 30 of these. And I guess like this. Yeah. And what are we gonna use this? I mean, 99. 60. No, 99. Alright. Just in time for all of the weapons in the next shop to cost like 100k each. One of my coworkers just started, or former coworkers just started playing Neon White. They're gonna beat my times. Gotta make sure I keep my times up to par. We're just taking a look around. I mean, it's got to be the Ice Cavern. Like, it literally can't be anything else. We just need to go back there and look around some more. And otherwise, we could go to like some other places we've been before, like the dwarves, or the we can go talk to the dwarves. Although I don't know why they would have anything to say. We can go talk to the witch. Although I don't know why she would have anything to say. Like, nothing has pointed us to those places. We have gotten hints that would point us to the Ice Cavern. We got a hint that pointed us to the elves. And the elves... at the elves' place, we got a hint that pointed us to roughly where the Ice Cavern is. So... I think that that's what we gotta do. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. It might also be over near the volcano. Like, maybe it's not this. Maybe it's over closer to the volcano, I guess. It could be over there, I guess? No, because we went over there and there was nothing there. I think it's... Alright, let's just... Yeah. I think it's the Ice Cavern. I think we were right when we were in the Ice Cavern. We just weren't dedicated enough because we hadn't tried everything else yet. So I was unsure of myself and whether it ended up being the correct place. And this is why a first playthrough of a game takes like 7 million times longer than a not first playthrough of a game. We've spent at least 3 or 4 hours of the gameplay, like, randomly sailing our boat around the ocean trying to figure out where to go next. Exploration. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, what's that? Yes, it's not for any of our people. Ambushed. Oh, jeez. Petrified immediately. I don't think that's ever happened before against these guys. I've always thought of the cockatrices as being like very undangerous. Is that? We actually have to fix this. Luckily, we have just a few of these. This ice cave would have stressed you out. Like the fact, like something about its design, or the fact that like we don't know what to do here, or like the enemies, the specific types of enemies, or what about it, I guess, is the crux of my question. Alright, can we go this way? Is there anything down here? No, not really. I don't like being so caught out in such a hostile place. Makes sense. I guess there could be like a... Like, I'm looking for like stairs and stuff, but there could definitely be just like a hole somewhere, right? That we could just fall down. Because like this is one layer above where we're supposed to be, I think, right? So there could be a hole. Oh, I was reading a story about caving. Like some guy that got trapped in a cave. And like, and I just like, I don't understand how people do that stuff. Like crawling through caves that are like barely big enough to go, like they're like barely big enough to fit a person. And like, I don't know, claustrophobia warning, I guess, if this is something that would bother you, mute. But like the story, like there's a guy, so this is about a guy that got trapped in a cave and did not survive. So just to be clear what we're talking about. But and it was like a terrifying story. Like seriously, like horrifying. In my mind, at least. And like basically my understanding is he, oh no, so this is the layer where our hole should be. Basically, like people weren't exactly sure, but basically it seems like what happened is he went down the wrong path. It's like there's multiple little tiny caves, and he thought he was going down one that went to a larger area at the other end, but he actually went down one that was a dead end, and they like literally like tried, could not get him back out. And that's just like, I don't understand how people can enjoy that. To be honest, like I don't know, I don't get it. It is those people's brains are wired differently than mine. I think. Like, I don't mind like crawling around in like a playground, but those are like designed to be like human sized. Like, I don't know. I mean, is this like the sort of thing where we just need to like try these different spots and see what if they like lead us to different places? Because like, I really hope it isn't, because that sounds awful. But I'm just gonna try a couple different things, and then we'll look around down inside once we're done with this stuff. Push the chest. Push the chest on the hole. I want to try one thing again, because it seemed like when we did this the first time, we had like a brief moment where we got the little icon that we could like interact with something before the hole opened. And I mean, it's not outside of the realm of possibility that it's a timing thing. I think that would be very unlikely in a game like this. Okay. I don't think that's what it is. I think you're supposed to fall down. But maybe there's a different path down here that we didn't take before. I don't think there is. I thought we kind of went everywhere. But also, like, that exit, I didn't know was going to be an exit until we went through it. So maybe there was another path that I forgot about. Oh, nice. Like, what's that? The spot over there on the right. Does that go anywhere, or is that just a... What about that one? Just go into these little corners, see if there's anything interesting. And then maybe we look it up after that. Here's my question. Can we use that staff not in battle? I would assume we can't, because that would be like really OP if you could. Oh, it doesn't even show up on the... I didn't realize that... Oh, we do have a sort button. So if this ladder out here just immediately takes us to the exit, then I'm probably gonna look it up. Because I'm at a loss and I don't want to just like sail around the world forever. It doesn't sound like a lot of fun. I went in that door. It was just chests and stuff. Oh, there's a switch maps button. I didn't know that. That's fun. These are the ones that Dia doesn't one-shot. But it looked like even Vivi can finish them off if we Dia them. Oh, I think we might have been able to not do that. Because we'd get four attacks from the weaker guys, and the two beefy dudes would kill one each. I think it'd be fine. This attack is scary. Please no kill. Please no kill me. Please no kill Vivi. Please no kill Locke. I didn't need to do that for Arn. Arn was fine. Okay, so now we're on the same layer. Ooh, that's a hole right there. Okay, so the bigger yellow circle is the exit. I think that hole right there is what we want. Let's have him do that, him do that, and then also him do this. I think that I just want the double. Like, Vivi is going to get overhealed, but I think that for Locke it makes sense. And then I just wanted to have the extra protection there. When I came through here the first time, I didn't realize that that ladder, that staircase right over there, was out of this entire area. So I would have thought, like, no, I can't go in there. I can't go down that hole. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Could have done this like a bajillion years ago. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Oh, wait. Was that not a boss? I just thought it was a boss. Apparently it was just a... Oh, wait. Was it? We obtained the Levistone! I legit thought that was a boss. And maybe it was a boss. Oh no, we need to have these guys attack that. I mean, I'm pretty sure it attacked us when we picked up the Levistone. I don't think that that was a random encounter. Because, like, I didn't push any buttons after the fight ended, and we just picked up the Levistone, so... I don't know. Seems pretty sus to me. I'm going to be... So, if I actually do follow through and play through all of the Final Fantasies like I want to do, I am going to go through phases where once we get to like Final Fantasy IV, I'm going to be like so excited that we finally have like stronger story, like more dialogue, like SNES era, larger cartridges, more capability to do things than 1, 2, and 3 had. But I'm going to be like, oh my god. And then 4, 5, and 6, it's gonna keep going. And I'll be like, oh god, I'm so tired of talking. So much dialogue. So much dialogue. I already know this is gonna happen. And then we're gonna get to 7. And we're gonna get to 8. And we're gonna get to 9 and be like, oh my god, there's so much dialogue. So much dialogue. And then eventually the godsend will come. We'll get to Final Fantasy X, and the game will be like 70 to 80% voiced. And I won't have to read things anymore. Well, I'll still have to read some things, because like a lot of the side text is not voiced in 10. But like the random NPCs around the world are not voiced. But oh man. Ha 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 ha. Yes. I don't know why I find that so funny. Yes, you did. I love that you recognized it as that.